Alright, hey, I want to recap this. Stop. Host Eric here, I want to recap this for everybody in the world. First of all, these are reasons why welfare is good. Number one argument you're going to make is poverty reduction. You're going to say that it has an impact of increasing the standard of living of your average poor person and decreasing the number of people below the poverty line. It's going to have a positive impact on poverty. You will then have to make the claim that reducing poverty necessarily means or is a good way to alleviate the income disparity that you're tasked to alleviate in the opening clause of this resolution, right? So we've talked about what SOL means standard of living. Standard of living means whether you can afford to buy a fancy car or just a regular car. Whether you can afford to have DirecTV or whether you just get regular cheap cable. Hey, chill. Stop being a squeaky chair. Chair squeaker. Alright, now, poverty line. It's just a number the government sets to define what poverty is. Henrina, sit down, please. Wealth distribution. Pay close attention to this one. That's what I want you guys to pay attention to. Wages compared to salary. Wages compared to profit. Salary compared to salary. How do you discuss issues of wage distribution or wealth distribution? You have to compare two things, right? Oh, well, that guy's making $50,000 and I'm only making $5,000. That guy's making $5 million, I'm only making $5,000. What's wrong with this picture? That's not fair. That's a matter of comparing incomes between individuals. Or this, comparing wages to profit. That company makes $4 billion a year and it only pays this guy $50,000. That's not fair. These sort of arguments, okay? Note, for this resolution, what is not topical? Things that are not income. Wealth that already exists and that you are maintaining, okay? Wealth that's already part of your identity and you are maintaining. Things like real property, that is, say, your home, your house, or your cars and stuff, and your stocks and bonds, okay? Now, over here, we'll see reasons why redistribution might be good. You're going to argue that it's good in the name of justice and it's good in the name of long-term economic health. The last point I want to make here on this relatively short video and short recap of this is the fundamental problem. You're not going to put it on this piece of paper because this is going to be for which side? Meg only, right? So we're not going to put any app arguments on this piece of paper, but I'm going to tell you now anyway. This is a false assumption. Wealth exists. How ought it be split up? As a matter of fact, the reality is this. Wealth is part of your identity. Okay? It's part of your identity. Can you stop moving the table, please? Wealth is part of your identity. It's something you accrue, which is to say, gather about yourself. Now, you might get it, you might attain it in any number of ways. You might inherit it. And that's when everyone's like, well, that's not fair. You shouldn't be able to inherit wealth. That's not fair. Well, as a matter of fact, it is fair because each individual, part of their identity and part of how they exist in the world has to do with their ability to maintain those resources and utilize them in effective ways. Money doesn't do anybody any good when it just sits in a box, right?
Yeah.
So people tend to invest money or save it or use it for things. And when they do, it goes into the economy. Where does wealth come from?
The economy.
No.
It's part of your identity.
It is part of your identity, so where does it come from?
Identity. You. The use of labor.
You're okay. Allison, you got a more technical definition of this, right? Which is the application of labor to a resource is in fact work.
Yeah.
But what I'm talking about, and work does generate wealth. But the answer to where does wealth come from?
You can inherit it.
You. It comes from you. You could inherit it, in which case it comes from your father or something. But in that case, it's him choosing to use that money in his way because it's his, right? Because it's part of you, you can do with it as you wish, and it should be inviolate. Property is inviolate, it should be, okay? Galena. So, if in fact you think of wealth as being part of you, rather than something society has that is split up, then it changes our perspective on it, doesn't it? Why does the one person make more money in the company than somebody else?
Because the other company is more successful. Because they work harder.
Or it was their idea, or they did something right. Okay, because they did something right.
Because more people are interested in it. And they're more successful.
Now look,
They're more money. That's the
hey, let me give you another example. You guys know that I am making a lot of YouTube videos, putting them up on YouTube, right? And
Yeah.
in fact, I've been doing it for a long time. I have almost 1,000 videos up there.
We should have
Hey, stop. Oh my God, stop now. You better stop right now. I am not having that. Alright, so the point is this, guys. I am additionally bringing in some people to assist me with this and to participate in the activity with me. And they will get some percentage of whatever earnings come from it as well. But remember, they came into that equation after I had already put up 900 some videos. So let's say Talking to Fish People begins to make $100 a month. Now, even if they do as much work right now as I do, let's say, hypothetically, should they get equal amount of pay? Because the reason why it makes money is not just because of the new videos that go up, it's because of the 900 plus videos that are already there, right? So as a consequence, there's a time frame factor. It's not just what you do, it's the project itself that you're working on, how old it is, who designed it, who developed that project. Because a business is functionally a project. It's a project that goes through stages and growth periods and stuff like that, okay? So when we think about wealth, we should think about it as part of an individual's identity, like their hair. We don't say, Henrina has all of Henrina's hair. That's not fair. We need to split it up. How come Galena gets none of that hair and I get none? I need it. I'm poor. I am hair poor.
I have hair.
Well, I need to take some of your hair then. It's not fair that you have hair and I don't.
I don't have hair.
Do you guys see what I'm saying here? Your wealth is like your hair. The notion that the government can come cut some of it off because it feels like it is ridiculous.